Hello everyone, Team Tech here, back at it again, and now we're going to be doing something new for the first time on the channel, a Market Watch segment. And the first card we have here is Drone Lockbird. This card is insane right now. I mean, it's probably the best hand trap that you can have right now, because Maxi, I feel, gets a little bit overshadowed by this, because the best deck right now doesn't really get affected by Max Z right now. I mean, Zoo is a thing out there, but yeah, Drone Lockbird and Ash Blossom are the best ones right now. But now we're going to get into this card's price. $8.25, $2.99 shipping. So basically $3 plus $8.25 means $11.25 for the rares. Now, if you were investing this shit as for investor purposes, you could have made 55% of your investments back. You could have gotten 55% profit off of selling this if you would have brought it back in zoo format. Let's go down. Let's see the other copies. $8.25, $11.99. Yep. Basically anywhere from $11 to $13. Alright, so we have Trickstar Reincarnation here now. The price of it is basically $27.50 when you think about it. It's $26.29, rounded to $26.50, $99, I round to $1. 26.5 plus 1 equals 27.5. That means $27.50. This card, don't buy into the hype. This deck is gonna have very little to no relevance in when regionals start coming up in late August to early September. When regionals start popping up, this deck may get one top every 5 regionals, and that's probably what's gonna happen. This deck is gonna have 3 to 5% relevance. So don't, you see it tanked and then it spiked up a little. Just let it be. Just let it be for now, man. It's not even worth the hype right now. So now we have Lumina Twilight Sworn Shaman here. She's at $14.95 plus 99 cents shipping, so basically around $16 in a sense. Now I'm gonna sit on this, and I believe that Lumina Twilight Sworn Shaman could see a take to $12 because no one's playing Twilight Sworns. No, not many people think the archetype is good. See that price tank, and it's been tanking ever since. There you go. Take a look at the numbers. It's been tanking. I remember when this thing was listed for $28, or should I rephrase, to be technical, $27.99. I remember when this car was listed for that price, but you don't need to pay that price now, and me personally, even as a late form player, I would sit on this and just wait for it to tank down even further to save more money on it. So yeah, I'll be back with the next card. We have Dimensional Barrier here, and it's in around $18.85 right now. Actually, I lied. $15. Oh man, if this card gets a reprint in the Megatins, which it probably is one of the secrets, this card is going to take down even higher in price. And I mean, here's my thing with it. It's not that great of a side card. And I'm gonna give you my logic behind this. It's a decent card when you're going first against something like, say, Zodiacs. Against Zodiacs, you could actually go first or second with this card because they're constantly doing Exceed spam. And if you can cut them off at the right time with, say, a Chuck and 9 play, you can really hit them hard. But here's the main problem with this card. It does literally nothing to link monsters. So if you're going against, like, say, Star Grails, and this card's in your side deck, and you're obviously running 3 copies of this shit, you're obviously gonna have missided, and you're going to have less slots in your side deck in order to side cards that could help in a different variety of matchups. If you guys saw my video, I explained how you need to have a variety of cards that do multiple things at the same time. That's just how you gotta play Yu-Gi-Oh. You shouldn't be playing Yu-Gi-Oh like, say, oh, I buy, I'm just gonna run this because it beats only this, because this card beats specifically this deck. No, your cards can't have specificness or technicalities in this. In this, your cards have to beat a little bit anything in your side deck. Like, for example, Twin Twisters is a good side card against Trickstars and True Draco. Draw Lockbird is good against True Draco and everything else right now. Kaijus are good against everything except Trickstars. Right. I wouldn't use them against Trickstars, me personally. But they're good against everything else. That's why everybody is side decking Kaijus. In my personal opinion, that's the right thing to do. You have to side deck Kaijus. So I'll be right back when I get the next card to review. Yeah. Sapphire the Time Lord. This card is just overpowered. And it's basically Harpy's Fairy Duster, but without targeting or destroying the cards. It's just putting them all right back in the deck. It's a giant Trunade-like card, just wipes out and cleans out your opponent's fucking board. Like, it's so good, it's so strong, and I don't know why people aren't playing it. At best, it's if your opponent strikes it, it's gonna sit around on your field with 0 attacking defense that can't be destroyed by battle nor by card effects. So you're guaranteed to have a free turn against True Draco. Unless if the player happens to have Monarchs Erupt, but that's how the cookie crumbles. But anyways, it's $1.20, shipping included. I feel that if you have an interest in having a decent side card, you can side against any deck that's very back row heavy. I say Sapphire the Time Lord might be it for you, because this card allows you to get around basically anything that involves, I'm saying, a lot of cards. Twin Twisters is like, oh, discard 1, pop 2. You're not guaranteed to hit the cards that you want if they're all face down, but this card is guaranteed to put all of them back in the deck in one fell swoop. So that's another reason why it's good. Let's look up the next card. Let's go Strike. The Mega Pack version you can get for $15.50 right now, which is not a bad price range for this card, considering that its all-time high for the Secret Rare version was around anywhere from $30 to $50 was its all-time high at one point. So a playset for a little bit over $45, it's not a bad call to make on your part. Let me see, what else can we look up here? Oh yeah. Invocation. I'm not sure if I spelled that right. Let's look up Invocation. 35. Here's my thing with this card. Here's my thing with this archetype. Like, I kind of find Windwitch Invoke spellbooks to be a little bit overrated. Just me personally, as a player. There's 2 decks that you want to keep your eyes peeled for right now, and that's Zoo and True Draco, along with a tad of Dinosaurs / Jane Zanes. Those are the 4 things you want to keep your eyes peeled for right now. I don't feel you really have to keep your eyes on the Windwitch Invoked.
You don't remember a lot of
That's why you have to keep your eyes up for Windwitch Invoked. I mean, sorry. You don't really have to keep your eyes peeled for it unless if you know that somebody's running this at your locals. See the price of it. See, it's tanking a little bit. Yeah, it's sprung up in price and then it's stabilizing there. Invoke Merkaba 20, Magical Meltdown 150.
I still never fucking forget.
I mean, if you want to play it, you can play it.
Father said, oh, God.
Alright.
He was like, oh, I cannot have a child that's delayed.
Hell to perfection.
My children are supposed to be perfect. I'm like, well, can you know.
In my opinion, the Gold Ghost is the nicest.
You know that every child has some kind of issue.
450, not a bad price. I've been thinking of snatching these up myself. Because these are all pretty good cards that you can. This is all pretty good rarity. I mean, here's the thing. Herald of Perfection is something. Herald of Perfection is something you're going to want to be able to know how to play against. Or if you are like me and you like Herald of Perfection, me personally, I would suggest that you go over the Team King of Games channel, because Team King of Games is the best on YouTube with Herald of Perfection. I'm shouting his name out right now. Team King of Games is the best for Herald of Perfection. You need to go to Team King of Games for the best Herald deck profiles. He's soon to have his 40th different deck build of Herald. He's profiled 39 different builds on the channel before. That's insane. And now he's getting ready to do Trickstar Heralds, which is going to be his 40th edition of the deck. 40th anniversary of the deck for him. It's going to be a special treat for us. Team King Games is like a dream come true. Anybody that hates on his content, go buy the cards yourself and figure it out. We have Dragon Diagram over here, which is basically around $40 a pop. Not anything to really be too concerned of though. Just because Dragon Diagram is gonna get hit on the list, so kind of irrelevant at this point. Let's see, Masterpiece. 1148, basically 1150 to round it off. If you guys, and just to let you guys know, you can build the budget version of True Draco, and it will work pretty well. For some reason, I just feel that Masterpiece is not getting hit on the list. I feel Dragon Diagram is the only one that's gonna get hit, and aside from that, everything else is gonna stay around. And if that happens, the Invoke Draco variant is probably gonna be the best True Draco variant. But then remember all these budget True Draco Dragon Diagram list deck profiles that will have went on YouTube? Yeah, those are the types of variants that you can stick to. Waterfall of Dragon Souls. Yeah, this is another insane card. I'm like, what? Do you realize how powerful this is? And let's read what it does. Waterfall of Dragon Souls. Add one worm-type monster from your deck to hand. That alone is powerful because it's basically a free search for Masterpiece. And normally it would be kind of shitty because you have to set it down first and you have to search it and you'll have to play it on your next turn, but it's actually still good because True Draco spells and traps allow you to tribute them out, to tribute some of your monsters out on either player's turn, which is broken. And then you can send any number of worm-type monsters from your hand or field to grave. Draw cards equal to the number of monsters you send to the graveyard. This is a really good card that you budget True Draco players are probably going to want to get into. 13 cents. This card should be brought out right now. And it was actually cheaper. It actually went up in price. True King's Return, $2.89. Ignis Heat, $79. Dynamite Knight, $1.59. Majesty Maiden, 50 cents. And it just gets better and better. And True King of All Calamities, $10. Oh yeah, something else I needed to touch upon. The Phantasm Spiral deck. Yeah, this fucking field spell right here. This card is insane. The fact that you can shit out free tokens and just make a whole bunch of free Link Spires with them is ridiculous. Because Link Spire synergizes with this deck perfectly. Just because Link Spire will allow you to summon more level 4 or lower vanillas from your hand. Thus, it allows you to shit out more monsters to the board. It's only 24 cents too. Basically a quarter. I know a quarter is 25 cents, but I just rounded up to a quarter anyways. Megalo Smasher, 10 cents. And yeah. And now there's one last card I wish to review before we go. Larvae Moth is the most broken card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! You must do a buyout on this. This card is insane, brother. It's only 21 cents. You see it tanking down for no reason. I mean, this card's just so good. It's so good. You do Yu-Gi-Oh! No proud and buy this thing out. Please. Do us proud by buying this card out. Somebody step up to the plate and have the balls to do a buyout on this. This is Team Tech signing out. Have a good day. Peace.